Damn. I'm Nathan with Foxscapes. Welcome to our shop. All right, welcome to our shop today. This is a 30 by 40 barn that we use mainly to maintain the equipment. With over 25 vehicles on the road, a ton of mowers, I don't even know how many we have, a bunch of 2-cycle stuff. There's obviously a lot to maintain. So this is kind of what we've worked with so far. As we've been growing, it's not perfect. It's not exactly what we want or what you would see online of the cool shop tours with the lifts and the heaters and the, you know, all the crazy stuff that guys have. As much as we do want that, we are a growing business and we just haven't gotten there yet. So kind of want to give you like a realistic tour of a growing business's shop. So to start, like I said, we're working with, we got some air compressors. We just got a small one for right now. It hasn't, you know, we haven't needed anything too crazy for a lot of the stuff. We got an oxy-settling torch. Didn't think we needed that. Then about 2 years ago, you start working on salters and then you need them. So stock all of our oils. We buy our fuel filters, or sorry, our oil filters by the case for like our Briggs engines. Fortunately, our Kawasaki engines are pretty much all the same on our mowers, or take the same filter, so that's kind of cool. Again, yeah, so oil filters for the mowers. Our trucks, we actually have an account through Valvoline and through our local Chevy dealer. So it's actually, and you guys can look into it too, we found it's almost cheaper to take them in to get their oil change. Just with the fleet discounts and the promotions that they run, I don't want to deal with, you know, 55-gallon drums of oil if I don't have to. So yeah, so that's what we do for the trucks at least. Mowers, we do it here in-house. Any other equipment, pretty much in-house. Kind of a mix of a little bit of everything. We have some grease for equipment. Way too many cans of brake cleaner. You can never have too many, but there's a lot. Just some basic, you know, shop tools. Then we come back here. This is our RTV from the tree farm. It's getting all new bearings and torn apart. It's been a little bit of a process. A couple barrels of oil, hydraulic oil. Those loaders and skid steers, they take a lot when you do a flush. So we do end up with some. Come over here, this is kind of the messy corner. This is something we did the end of last year and into this year. We have boxes. We get them for like 10 bucks at Lowe's, and they have everything for each like type of equipment. So like this is the salter box. So like all the bearings for the salters, the extra chains, the you know, any fuses or whatever that we kind of collect over time that we use as maintenance. Kind of just ends up in that box, or dump trucks or mowers or dingos or the steel spare parts and snowblower. You know, we got a ton of steel equipment. Some of them burn up, some of them die, whatever, like stuff happens over time, but those parts are still good on the machine. So we kind of like to save them. And so that's where like, we'll have just a spare part bin. Up top, we got some extra tire for a mower, fuel tank, filters and parts. We got a whole box for the spade truck. And then up on the very top, we got like Abilene back blades and Boss snow plows and Western snow plows. Because you need hoses for everything. In the middle of a storm, you know, the dealership isn't open. So we basically have every hose and wear part for those plows, all organized in a box with a label. Next to that, some shovels, some extra shovel handles. I think there's probably some plow cutting edges. So for like the quads, we try to buy everything in bulk if possible. If there's like an incentive to do that. Back here, we got our Miller welder, a welder box. So that's got like extra wire. Actually, I don't know what else is in there, but there's extra wire. I know that for certain, and whatever they use for welding. So maybe like the mask. Got 2 of the Harbor Freight toolboxes. These have actually been pretty nice. They're very affordable. This one's just got like our torque wrenches, think this has all of our sockets. Shop is obviously kind of a mess right now because that machine, we tore it down all the way. So it's been kind of a process to get it all put back together. As well as we're continually working on something. So parts are kind of all over the place. Back here, this is our workbench. A part of the big reason that we don't have a big air compressor is the Milwaukee tools. We pretty much have replaced everything that has air with battery powered. Obviously there's a few things that you have to still run on air, but 90% of our tools, battery. So, and everything that we have in the trailers is battery, all Milwaukee. So cool to kind of interchange. Got a dingo in here, like this machine here, and I don't know what other people are getting, but this machine here, like 500 hours, it's got a dry motor going out. We don't send that in, we'll fix it. We can pretty much do everything on these machines. Takes a little bit of time, but we can do it on our time. We can get it done, you know, at our urgency rather than at the dealer and paying their cost. Kind of wrapping it up, this is a leaf loader. This just came in. It's the middle to end of September. So we're going through these now. We got 3 of them. This one came in. We're just doing like basic maintenance, fuel filter, air filter, oil filter, oil, just general stuff on this. Getting it ready for the season. And then the parts of all the rotors. Burned through a lot of rotors and calipers and brakes. I guess not calipers as much, but definitely rotors and brake pads. Seems like they always are going out. Finally on this wall, this is like, we have spray paint for each crew. So if they're an orange, a black, green, white, pink, you know, depending on the crew, they have their assigned colors. And then one of the other things we did is we got these totes from General Motors on an auction. And then we made our own little dividers. This is all electrical for 12 volt. So, which goes out all the time, especially being in a northern climate. And salt trucks and plow trucks, there's so many lights. Seems like you kind of need to have this stockpile. So that's been good. And these boxes, we probably have like 100 of them and we use them for everything. They're super nice. So if you're looking on auctions, look for these boxes. I think we paid like less than $2 a box. Then over here we got our manuals and a filing cabinet. So everything, all the manuals that we have are kept in here, organized. And then in the office, we have all of the service records for every single machine. So we know when the oil was done, when the tires were done, when the fuel filters, whatever it is. We try to keep track of that so that we know. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, nothing crazy. You know, we got 25 plus trucks. We're not, you know, the hugest landscape company, but we do have a lot of equipment and this is working out for right now. I mean, it's not huge. You don't need to have the big and the beautiful shop as much as I would love it. You gotta, as growing businesses, you kind of need to work with what you got and try to keep costs down, and that's how we've done it. This building here has worked out well for us right now. We can get a few trucks in here when we need to, and it'll work for the time being, and you know, until we outgrow it or change our plans. So this is our shop tour. Nothing special. Wanted to kind of show you guys that, you know, this is how we operate and this is kind of the reality of what we do. If you like this video and you want to see more of like our infrastructure or trucks or, you know, something of interest to you that we can talk on, we'd love to talk about it and show you kind of what our thoughts are or how we operate more. So let us know below. We thank you for watching again, and we'll see you on the next one.